Today, we're going to be talking about Ethereum versus Bitcoin. This is a great topic of discussion. It's probably one of the biggest topics because, as you guys know, the vast majority of my money, like 70 to 80% of all my money, are in these two coins. So should I put all of it in Bitcoin or should I put all of it in Ethereum? Now, obviously, I have a pretty even split. It changes from time to time, but I got something very interesting. I'm going to answer this question as if somebody had a gun to my head and said, hey, put it all in one coin or I'm going to kill you. Now, in the case of Ethereum, that's a different case. It's not trying to act as a currency. Ethereum is trying to act as a decentralized web, which is a new communications transfer or value transfer that was recently created about 20 years ago when the internet came out, right? So now we're transferring value in different ways, right? Now we're sending information and articles and videos and teaching people on the internet. Look at the whole virus and the pandemic and what's happening, guys. Think about what's going on. Imagine if we didn't have the internet, we're not going to be able to do that. So I'm not saying the internet's not value, but what I'm saying is it's just a different type of value, okay? So I genuinely think they both should work together coherently. That's definitely what should happen. But if I had to choose, let me think about it, right? So should I think of a monetary exchange, right? A hedge against inflation, basically the liberation of mankind, right? With money, right? Being that money is the shackle on our ankles that is being abused by the powers above, versus the decentralization of communication transfer, right? The decentralization of the web, the World Wide Web. Which one can I choose, right? Which one can I choose? Now, again, I'm attacking this. This is not a psychological or a philosophical thing, right? I'm attacking this from purely profit. Now, if I were to put importance on one, I would say that the money's probably more important. Having this safe money is probably going to be more important in the long run for the development of human species. Now, when it comes to making money, I would say Ethereum is at an earlier stage. It's very simple. Ethereum's not as old as Bitcoin, guys. It has a lot more room to grow. Also, it can capture a lot more than just money. So, for example, they're building apps on it, right? It can capture social media platforms. It can capture decentralized file storage. It can capture, NFTs and artwork. It can capture, DeFi and financial applications, right? Downfalls of Ethereum. It has inflation, right? They control it a little bit more, right? If you look at the DAO attack, right? One of the first DAO attacks, I forgot the date. I think it was like 2013 or 2015. I'm pretty sure it was probably closer to 2015. Essentially, somebody hacked the Ethereum blockchain, and then the Ethereum organization actually reverted the blockchain and got the money back, right? So they kind of you can't do that with Bitcoin, right? You can't revert the Bitcoin blockchain. They did it in Ethereum, so they essentially have more control. But I think this is necessary for Ethereum, right? I think the control is necessary because we're trying to build something and it does require things to change. Like Bitcoin is just there. It's serving its purpose. Ethereum, we need to rapidly develop this thing to make it the world computer. So I think in this case, having more control over Ethereum is probably the smart thing to do, right? Inflation, same thing. Having control of the supply is probably the smart thing to do because it's not serving as a money, right? And the fact that the development is increasing on Ethereum, I think they're doing it the right way in my personal opinion. Now, obviously there's other blockchains that might be better by transaction speeds and all that and the fees and stuff like that are cheaper. But Ethereum has a network effect. So I'm just going to stick to that for now, right? When it comes to layer one solutions in cryptocurrencies. Now, personally, if I were to think about it from a realistic perspective, I genuinely think Bitcoin won't be used as a currency. It'll be used as a store of value. And then you'll be able to use that Bitcoin on the Ethereum blockchain, which is already happening. You can wrap BTC and you actually take a loan against that and then pay for small transaction with USDC or like a stable coin, or not even a stable coin, but maybe just another currency or whatever the case is that can buy that cup of coffee for $2 to $3 or whatever the case is. So I think they're going to work together. Now, again, I'm going to say this again. Think of this from a cost, how much money you're going to make, guys. It's obvious. Ethereum is probably going to make us more money. That doesn't mean you should go sell all your Bitcoin and buy Ethereum. But remember, having a balanced portfolio and diversifying is usually the greater thing to do because we can be completely wrong. Ethereum can have a huge issue, get hacked because of the innovation or whatever the case is, or they're trying to expand too much, right? They're doing a lot of upgrades to the protocol. So there's a lot more risk to lose all your money in Ethereum, right? And it's great to have that bedrock in your portfolio. It's great to have the stability of Bitcoin. It's not stable. It's so funny I'm saying this, but It's great to have like the guaranteed bet of Bitcoin in your portfolio. But when it comes to a cost basis, if somebody's holding a gun to my head, you guys know I'm all in crypto, guys. I really believe in this. I really think it's going to change the world. And if my goal is to make as much money as possible, I'm probably going to pick the Ethereum. You guys know my price predictions. Bitcoin's at 40,000. It could only like 3x from here. Ethereum's only at 1,700. That could easily 5 to 8 to 10x maybe in the next year or two, or whatever the case is.